Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but here at 284 Media, we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. Gentlemen, aspiring gentlemen, and of course, our partners that hold us down. Welcome back to Season 6 of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a show that is poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. Now don't worry, it's not always about suits and bow ties, but instead, real-life lessons that truly translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded people. My next guest hails from the East, one of the most talented individuals you'll ever meet. I get to work closely with him here at CCT and 284 Media. You know him as DJ Jamalie, but he is a father, a husband, and a son. We talk all things, of course, making the man of distinguished gentlemen. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacouse Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Gentlemen, it's time to discover That Guy Experience. We are a product line specifically catering to the men with beards. Our products are 100% natural and handmade right here in the BVI. Butters, oils, and cleansing products, all designed to add softeners, shine, and growth to your beard and hair. Visit us at Meraki Hair Clinic or thatguybvi.com and begin your journey as that guy. We are a life-changing experience. That Guy Hair and Beard Products. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, I am joined by the man himself, Jamalie, DJ Jamalie. Thomas, Molly, welcome to the set.
Cheers.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. That's good. That's some good stuff.
Straight no chaser, is it?
Correct. Only way a gentleman.
I am so happy to have you on this set. It's been a long time coming.
Anybody that truly know my story know where I came from. And this is something that I just happened organically. It's not something I planned. I knew the role that I'm in as a manager at CCT, that's something I planned, something I foresaw. I told my mom that I want to be a businessman. I saw guys in suits when I was younger. That's what role I want to be. But I never saw myself as an entertainer. I guess even though if I look back at it a little bit, I've always been an entertainer even in school because of telling jokes and being a class clown and stuff like that. But I never see myself in the entertainment industry. It's something that's happened organically for my love for music. I've always had those big CD bags when I was younger. Me and my brother, we would have the same music, but we would have our own individual bags. He would have a Nelly album. I would have a Nelly album. Album, same household. But, we wanted our own things, So I've always had a CD bag full of music. And it's just something that translated, when I came home, after I was away from the States, I came home and I was making what I was making every week. And I was pretty much feeding myself and going out and partying. So I told myself that I got to do something different. So it came out, the me DJing came out as a need at first. Like I was spending all my money. I didn't have no money for nothing else. I said, man, I got to start getting paid to party. So I
paid to party. I love it.
Correct. So I turned my sights on to try to be a DJ and I started learning. And interestingly enough, I had a few pointers along the way, but I had no actual DJ behind me saying, this is what you do. So I kind of self-taught myself how to DJ. And at first it was not as nice as it is today, but I've eventually mastered the craft and been doing it for about 15 years plus now.
Amazing. And we definitely enjoy your gift and the ability you have to keep us entertained.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Music. You are as I mentioned earlier, a father, husband, and a son, brother as well to many, and just a good old soul, a genuine soul. You mentioned about always being the entertainer and the class clown, but one of the things that I appreciate about you in working with you is your ability to make light of situations and just kind of come in and kind of
Yeah,
Taste it down. Make it a lot lighter.
I think it's one of my trait that it just comes naturally, but it's so necessary in the field that I am in. I deal with customers all day, every day, whether it's DJing or even in my role as a manager here at CCT. I deal with customers all the time, and they're not always in the best mood.
Yes.
And then sometimes it works against you. I remember I had an interaction with a customer one time. It happens every now and then. She thought I wasn't taking her serious because I had a smile on my face, but I was trying to disarm her because I already saw the situation was a little tense. So I came in there with a smile, and some customers don't appreciate it, but the ones who do outweighs it so much more. So a lot of times customers are sent to me in my office and my team is always amazed, like, how do you do this? How do you do this? Like, they be outside cussing and going on and angry at us, and they leave your office smiling and they're having a good time. Because, first of all, most people just want to be heard. If you listen to somebody and you hear what they have to say, even if my team came to me and they said, oh, they gave me the whole scenario, I don't go in and just say, well, you're wrong for this reason. I listen to them, I hear what they have to say, and then I respond accordingly. Hey, you're right for this, and this is what they were trying to explain. And it normally works out. And I think I'm a little charming sometimes too, so I add my personal flair to it and also make a customer feels comfortable, So it's part of the magic of Jamalie.
Speaking of the magic, you are... You're so good at taking care of your family.
Yes.
And loving on them.
Yes.
And this is not just the wife and the kids, but your extended family as well, from your father, your siblings. Where did that love and appreciation for family come from?
Well, Ron, I have a lot of siblings.
Okay.
I have a big family. My grandmother on both sides have 10 kids.
Wow.
My mother had 11 kids. So we grew up in a lot of us big household, but small house.
Gotcha.
So when I was younger, I used to play a lot. I was very annoying. I used to frustrate my older brother right before me. And one of the things that I've learned from him, regardless of how angry he was with me, he was older, about 2-3 years older than me. When he cooked, we won't talk all day. He'd be so mad at me for whatever reason, probably being an annoying little brother. When he cooked, he'd cook, share his food out, eat, and then he'd tell me, you know you could eat some of the food too, right? So to me, that was
his way of showing love.
Yeah, that was always the way of showing love. So to me, love is not something that you do when I'm happy with you. It's what you do in spite of your frustration, in spite of your annoyances and stuff like that. So that's where I learned it from, watching my older siblings and stuff like that, watching my mom and dad, so that's why I learned it from.
No, you and I have a lasting joke, and I have to tell the public about it, because one of your greetings would always be, more life.
More life.
And after your third child, I said to you, look like you're taking this more life thing a little too serious. Tell me about your amazing family, your 2 girls and your son.
Yeah, so the pandemic was good to me. I had my first child when I was 27 years old. She's 8, making 9 now, and then I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So, interestingly enough, none of my kids were planned.
Okay.
None of them. So
you're just having fun.
Just having a good time, and none of my kids were planned. Especially the last one.
Okay.
I'm
sure you're happy you got the last one.
Very happy. Immensely happy. But none of my kids were planned, but they're all blessing from God. They were supposed to be here. In spite of me not planning it, it happened exactly how it was supposed to happen. And I'm happy to have them. I think my kids are just truly amazing. They keep me grounded and they keep me inspired and keep me going. One of my thing is, I don't know if this is a part of the question, but I DJ often. So I go out. A lot of times, a lot of people don't make it back home.
Absolutely.
So when I go out, if somebody bumped me, it's okay. I have to make it back home to my kids. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me, passionate, keeps me young too as well, because you got to run around these kids. So, but yes, I have 2 girls and then I have a little boy.
I can definitely understand and relate to the trying to make sure you make it back home. Always making sure that you make it back home. It's imperative for me as well in my going out and my coming in.
Correct.
That, I make it back home safely to my family.
Yes.
So
But I know this is about me. But you told me you was going right back.
yeah, you see what happened though, right? What happened though is that we're good. Kent is a lot.
A handful.
He's a
Yes.
lot, and I appreciate the blessing in him, and I'm fully content with the one. So
All right.
you do the 3. You can go back if you
No,
like,
I'm
that's
done.
fine.
No,
But I'm good.
I'm retired.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm retired. I think 3 is a complete number. You know, I'm good. I don't want to try to balance it out at all.
Got you.
I have a little backup now. So interestingly enough, right, my wife, her family is majority women.
Okay.
So even when I'm with her at St. Thomas at their home and stuff like that, I'm always surrounded by girls.
Okay.
So now I have my one little boy to help balance it out a little
Balance
bit.
it
We
out,
could go out and do some crazy stuff
Yes.
as men do and then come back home. So I'm completely complete.
Awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that you mentioned in the beginning is, of course, you're coming from a very large family. Mom having 11 children, and of course, your dad as well. His heritage being very large. I have to ask you about the impact of your parents. I'll start with your mom because she's no longer with us. Tell us about that relationship and what she meant to you.
My mom was just amazing because, you know, when we knew we were less fortunate because when we grew up, we didn't have like the necessities in the house,
Gotcha.
such as the restroom was not connected to the house.
Okay.
We had to go behind the house in a little shed to shower in the morning times and stuff like that. To get hot water, we would have to heat up the water on the stove and stuff like that. Our bathroom was a latrine. Or we used to call it back in the days, a shit pit.
A lot of people don't know about those.
So
but yeah.
we grew up peeing in potty and pail and peeing on top of your siblings' pee and cuckooing on top of your siblings. So it kind of brought us closer together, and we never needed for anything. You know, Christmas time came around, we all got toys. You know, the one things I remember is going to my mom's jobs with her after school and helping her clean.
Okay.
You know, she did whatever it takes to provide it for us, you know. And then one year she took us to her homeland, St. Kitts. You know, she saved up and did whatever she had to do and take her and all her 7, 8 kids with her at the time. And she did what we were supposed to do. So I guess that's what kind of instilled my work ethics. My mom especially always preached to us the importance of finishing school because she didn't have the opportunity to do so. She had to leave school at a young age to help her mother with her brothers and sisters as well, you know, because she came from a big family as well. So, I mean, very influential. They inspire me. My parents, people will look at my situation and say, how did you turn out so? But when I carry myself on a day-to-day basis, it's to make my dad proud. It's to make my mom proud. Because I know where I came from.
Absolutely.
I know. I promised you I was gonna cry, but I get a little teary-eyed because it's true. When I interact on a daily basis, I know who my dad is. I know what they expect of him. But I interact in a certain way to say, man, he did something right. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And cheers to your amazing parents.
Absolutely.
Yes. On that note, we are going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Viewers, welcome back. You're watching The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman. Of course, we are celebrating our 6th season, and I am joined by the one and only Jamalie Thomas. Jamalie, before the commercial, we spoke about the love and appreciation that you have for your parents and what they did and their sacrifices that they made, particularly your mom. But I have to ask you, when it's all said and done, what would you like your kids and your lovely wife to take away from the man that is Jamalie Thomas?
When it's all said and done, somebody that tried, that's all I could do. Try my best. In this life, nothing is promised to you. You don't really have a roadmap, a guide. What works for you may not work for me. So everybody's journey is different, but I gave my best shot, so I'm going to try to always be there for my kids, try to make this thing that I have called a marriage this thing I have called a marriage work, because it's not easy. We might see, it looks easy from the outside looking in, but anything that is worthwhile, you have to work towards. You don't wake up and be a billionaire just by waking up. You got to work towards it. Marriage, you have to work towards it. You have to continue. And I just want to know that I tried. So that's all I could do.
Understood.
And then obviously give my kids a better start than I had, at least do more, because that's what we should do every generation. We should try to give more.
I agree.
So whether you had the most to start, you should at least try to give your kids a little bit more.
Understood. When we look at the society that is there something that concerns you? Is there something that keeps you up at night?
There's a lot of things that keep me up at night. The violence. The violence and, the things that I remember back in the days, I came up as a DJ in St. Thomas, and I saw the violence that happened there. And I used to always say, not the BVI, My memory of the BVI is I can go to sleep with my door unlocked and feel comfortable. That's my memory growing up in the BVI. I don't think we have that same society today. I don't judge anybody for how they make their living, but I have a real issue with the violence.
Fair enough.
We have to value this life, this thing we call life, more than we value it today. That's what concerns me the most.
Why do you think, out of all the things that could have happened, all the avenues that you could have chosen, given your very humble beginnings, you could have chosen a lot of different paths, and you chose the one that you decided. You said you always wanted to. I always told your mom you wanted to be a businessman, but why didn't you choose that path of no return?
I don't think any other option would have worked out for me. Okay. I'm not really what you call a tough guy, and I don't see myself doing certain things that people do. I mean, I think this was the only way for me.
Gotcha.
School always came very easy for me. When I look back at my report card from Alta Scatliff and Enes Scatliff, it's like 30-something days I missed per semester. And all A's.
Wow.
The teachers' commendations and all that stuff. I had a teacher back in Alta Scatliff. Her name is Janice George. She wanted to adopt me when I was younger. But school always came easy for me. Even in my family chat the other day, they'll say, I'm mommy's smartest child. And I don't necessarily think so, but that's how my siblings view me.
Got you.
So school and all that stuff like that always been easy for me. So I think there's some level of destiny that I believe in, faith, but I don't know. I don't see myself doing anything different.
Understood. I have to ask you, what would you say to, and you so eloquently said it about always making sure that you make it home to your family. What do you say to the young man that's watching who would come to your party and enjoy himself and then for whatever reason chooses violence after? What do you say to that demographic?
I don't understand it, Ron. The reason why I don't understand it, when I go out to party, the last thing on my mind is getting into a brawl with somebody else. The first thing on my mind is when I go out to a party is, looking companionship. At least when I was younger.
Right,
I'm going out to have a good time. I'm going out to see the ladies and stuff like that. I don't understand the idea of going out and fighting with people. It just don't make any sense to me. The next day you're hurting, this person is hurting, or something tragically happens, So I would say, you gotta value your life more than anybody else. So I think that's where it starts with. You have to value your life. Like, I don't ever want to be in a place where the way somebody act dictate how I live my life. Sometimes we're in traffic and somebody acts like a-hole for no reason, and then you respond irrationally, and then you had a whole different day plan mapped out for you.
It's altered
and
now
it's
because
altered
of this one experience.
because of this. So there's a saying that I hear, and I guess I could use it here, is you don't make permanent decisions off of temporary emotions. So sometimes you have to think about what you want for yourself, and then you react based on what you want for yourself, not what the situation is asking for.
Understood.
Yeah.
You have been in a retail space for a number of years. Retail manager at CCT for quite some time. When you look at the organization for which you represent professionally, and we like to say that we are definitely we're competing, of course, with so many heavy hitters, if you wanna put it that way. But we still still do remarkable things. When you look at your career, but more so the organization for which you are representing at this time, what are you most proud of?
I think I'm proud of that BVI spirit. I think CCT encompass what I know to be the Virgin Islands spirit, is that we protect and we develop local entrepreneurship. It's just about 100% locally owned.
Yes.
We don't have McDonald's, we don't have KFC, but we have Scattos, and we're very proud of Scattos. We have Panchi, we're very proud of Panchi, Nito, and all the other wonderful local businesses. And that's how we keep the money within the BVI. And there's nothing wrong with supporting outside of the BVI, but this is unique to the Caribbean for the most part. I mean, you might have some other providers here and there, but for the most part, the Caribbean is dominated by the other two providers.
Understood.
Right? And we're able to thrive. Not only we're here and we're competing, we're also thriving. So it just gives me a sense of local pride, BVI pride, national pride, to be a part of this organization. And then when it's all said and done, when I'm no longer here representing this space, I have left a mark, that will continue on forward for my homeland.
Absolutely.
I
want to take this opportunity, and I'm so happy that I'm able to not only sit down with you, but as I mentioned earlier, give you your flowers in you being one of the many recipients of various awards, as in your capacity, Entertainer of the Year award at the 2024 Daddy-Daughter Brunch, which is going to be held this year. But I want to thank you so much for your contribution, not only as a business professional, but as an entertainer. I think we do sometimes take the work of others for granted, and whether we think it's easy, it comes naturally, whatever you may say, but you have dominated the space, and I commend you for that. I'd also like to personally commend you on being just a good, decent husband and father. I totally respect and appreciate your ingenuity and your dedication to your family.
I think we should toast to that.
Cheers. Keep doing the damn thing. We appreciate you and we see you.
Thank you very much, Ron.
Viewers, we were here, of course, chopping up with the man himself, Jamalie Thomas. You know him as DJ Molly, father, husband, and friend. We are in the heart of our season 6, and I'm honored once again to be bringing you the very best and brightest of this generation out of my hometown, the British Virgin Islands. See you next week. Goodbye.
My name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health. First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, protect you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Gentlemen, it's time to discover That Guy Experience. We are a product line specifically catering to the men with beards. Our products are 100% natural and handmade right here in the BVI. Butters, oils, and cleansing products, all designed to add softeners, shine, and growth to your beard and hair. Visit us at Meraki Hair Clinic or thatguybvi.com and begin your journey as That Guy. We are a life-changing experience. That Guy Hair and Beard Products.